Live streaming is on.
Hey guys. I'm on my other computer where I don't have a I don't have a webcam, just a microphone. So you know. I think James is on the road. He said he needed to go to Belgrade urgently. I don't know. It might be mixed in with the mafia. I'm not sure. This is just a very standard stereotype that I can afford as a Western European. Look at Marco. He gets everything.
Good food in Serbia.
Yeah, I like the Serbs though. Like they're a bit wild, but you know I like fiery people. And I don't know what he like, how long he is gonna be there, but he said he will be available from Thursday on again.
Yeah, okay. He said he's actually just driving there and driving back. So he'll be back, I think, in Berlin.
That's madness. Such a long drive. All right.
Okay, I think it's your show.
All right. Yeah, I was just getting settled. All right, so I can start with my updates for the last sprint. Let's go. Where is? I just need to pull up GitHub also. All right. Okay. This is already filtered by my stuff. What did I work on? Yeah, one thing is this here. I closed it with an update. This is about the contact page, which wasn't very practical before. Now, if you put a message there, it will go directly to our Discord chat, to the support channel. So it will be posted there. And there's an email with it that comes with the contact message. So we can answer per email. In that same vein, I also looked at the, try to fix something. I also looked at the Discord integration. And yeah, for now, I did a very lazy implementation. So this works, but it has some drawbacks. If I go to their website, it says that when you update to the higher tier price, and also they have a Discord server, so we can talk to them. So they say for $7.50 you get read-only mode. That's not what we need, but you get single channel mode. And I want to talk to them because I have one problem. I really need to be logged in to right here. Like you said, it's like you go here, it opens a chat window. And if I click this, it will, you don't see the pop-up now, but it opened a pop-up to log in to Discord on my browser. Now I click authorize, and this should change. It's a bit slow as well. But so now it changed, and I can put up a test message here. There it is. Oh, it's so slow. Doesn't even show this. So I don't know why. It really looks good, but some things are not working too great. I bet it comes on reload. So this is still a work in progress. I just wanted to show it to you so we can decide if this is something we want to go forward with. Because as it stands now, we cannot restyle. For example, we should be able to restyle once we opt in the pricing. But so if we say we want to go ahead with this, I would go to their channel and ask a few questions like, is it possible to have guests and so on. One workaround I noticed is I think you have to set the server wide, like guests, are they accepted or not, and they're not in our server, so we could open a new server just for support. So these are all this was a bit long, but these are all the options I have here. As for my other updates, they are, so this clean out warnings is stuck and moved over to James actually. Let me actually assign this to James because I feel like he's also not seeing it. This is in, will be in my pull request. I was not able to fix this. This is crazy stuff. I don't know why this looks different on mobile. Then I will keep on looking, but it's only a minor thing. And finally, this one, Matteo really did nice work already. This is about if you hit the X, it stays closed. However, I was not able to, like, I uncommented your stuff here, Matteo. I think that was you. You don't have to read it from my lousy screen share. It's in the issue. It's the code you wrote. I didn't change anything in GitHub issue.js. And from my understanding, this should actually save to local storage that we closed it and read that, but it's not working.
But I just left you a message there. Did you check the latest on Stadium? Because I updated that like 2 days ago, and the logic that I follow is if a user closes it, it will reappear after 3 days.
Oh, I don't see the logic in there, but
you can, let me see, because I swear that I updated.
It's a very good idea because I thought as well, it's great to save this to local storage, but the user will likely, if not at first, have some issues later on.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Yeah, 2 days ago. Make sure that you are up to date with the staying, and you'll see it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't clone for 2 days, I think. All right. I also looked into other options for to go back to that larger issue with the support. I don't know if there's an issue for this, but definitely I'm not assigned to it for the support widget. This is one thing we could use. I don't get this with the operators, like only to operators, but this is for Slack. It's like a standard thing like here. But yeah, we're bridged to Slack, and we have one. So we could try this. It's just a bit expensive, $49. And I guess I will also research more. This was highly requested by Dani, and she is not on the call. So whenever I get to talk to her, I will discuss this. That's pretty much, yeah. Apart from that, I did some fixes on the servers. We really have to make sure if we introduce environment variables, that they are reflected on all our deployments. This is also for James, because he's the most active developer on Impact Graph, and he usually makes those. So I'll put an earmark here to tell him next time. And yeah, I'm done. Basically, somebody else can continue with their update.
Yeah, I'll share my screen too, because otherwise I'll get lost. Are you seeing it? Yeah.
Works, yeah.
Yeah. So for staying, I did many issues regarding the logos on the donation flow, the URL problem that if you click it, there was nothing happening. So I made this two ways. We are validating on the moment that you are updating your profile that is indeed a reachable, or at least, well, not reachable because I was encountering some problems in there, but I made a reject, so every string in there should at least resemble a URL. So that's happening. Added these, how you call it, batch in here without saying the earn the first giver batch. I just changed the phrase in there just to see your donation will go a long way, etc. This balance folding, I don't remember this one. Yeah, I think this working. I don't remember. I think it's a really old one. Yeah, the sorting and all of that. So the latest I've been working on is the option of rich text, which I want to discuss after everyone has given their updates. That is based on this one. It's the ability to add formatting for the content, images, and videos. So I am starting to work on Heal.js, which is a really cool tool. And I made a test with the project creation. This is on my local. So you can see we are already adding images and titles to the project. But I have a question because how much should we limit the user to provide customization to their project description and content? Because let's, for example, go to the project in my local. I could format this to show whatever is coming in there, but it shouldn't happen. So if we're going to allow many customization, we should split the short description and the content of the project as two separate things. Also, because of the updates option, which is also related to this, that if you, how do you call it? I got lost in my idea there, but you would be also being able to do this as well in here. So yeah, I want to discuss how much ability should we provide the user to customize the content. I added the code in here so everyone can test it. We can remove as many conditions as we want in here. You can add videos, images, format the font if you want huge and anything really. So yeah, I want to discuss that after. And that's it.
Before Marco goes, because he definitely wants to go, and I see he's ready, I'm very much in favor of also provide a short description that's just text. I think this is very normal. But go ahead, Marco.
A short description for what exactly? Can you, maybe I missed it.
When you see the project in the project overviews, like before you enter, there also is a sample description. And that this is taken from the content. But now if you make the content rich content, it would show actual HTML there and not only text, which is what we want. And imagine like somebody makes a campaign with no text, like just 5 images of Doge, which is very bad, of course, but it would read here like, right, img source equals blah, blah. So it would read HTML. And what Matteo proposed is that we have a content section field when you create the project, and also a short description field. And the short description should be text only, and the content field would have the rich content editor.
Yeah, I'm in favor of that. So title, short description, and then basically description or whatever. Okay, that's one of the things to be added then in the UI. On the rich content, rich text editor, I would definitely leave out the font types and font sizes, and I will just keep the H1, H2, and the ability to upload an image, video, or add a link, and also like the bullet points and maybe just the number number list. But Matteo, I will get back to you on this within the GitHub issue. I just wanted to make sure that I know you posted this one, and I wanted to discuss this on this call as well. And yeah, I'm going to reply on that, and then I will do the mock-up maybe if needed, and then we can move things further then with this. One question, like this will be implemented within for the project updates, but also for the project descriptions.
Yeah, I was making the proof of concept in the project creation, but it was supposed to go on the update. So I thought it would be cool if we allow both, because I think it's really great. So, this same process will go for the update. It's just that I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and since we're probably going to be changing or updating the project creation with rich text editor option, I also added one more issue where we could implement the Unsplash API for header images, which I think is an amazing thing to do, because like we will have a lot of people have a lot of images to choose from, and we don't depend on just our own library whatsoever. So like these are the two things to update there. I was also wondering whether we should, and this could be a question for everybody on this call, whether we should maybe also enhance the project creation flow in a way, maybe make it, I don't know, maybe update it a little bit, or what do you think about the whole thing in general?
What do you mean enhance?
Well, right now we have like these steps, which is great. It's super simple. I was just thinking maybe.
I think you could. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead, Marco. I think you could combine a lot of them into like one slide, like the name, the description, and like maybe picking out which categories could fit into one slide instead of 3 or 4.
Maybe that, and maybe also instead of going like from left to right, maybe going from top to bottom. And also, it kind of feels clunky a little bit here. Like we also have this this map, and I don't know, like overall a little bit like smoother. And I don't know if we're gonna achieve that by maybe updating the UI a little bit or changing the flow. And anyway, I was just considering maybe if that's one of the things we should improve or not.
Is there any reason it couldn't just fit into one form that you submit?
You mean on one page?
Yeah, and then you scroll down and you fill out all the fields. It would be easier to see all your information before you submit it.
Yeah.
And then you'd just be less clicking.
Yeah, it was like the original idea was, from Willy, make it a type form kind of thing where you just go next, which I think was great. But I was also considering later on we might have advanced project settings, and I was just thinking like, to prepare ahead of that. But anyway, this might not be for this call to discuss. I was just like, trying to get maybe some first feedback on this or sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, rich text editor in the project description, in the project updates, and also Unsplash API for the header images. And I'm going to be working on that, and I'm going to create a mock-ups for that so you guys know how to implement it. Since I'm talking, I have a couple of more things on the agenda I want to talk about, and this is like there's a sign up, sign in Taurus MetaMask pop-up UX thing that a couple of you have commented it wasn't clear for some people. We did the revision where the sign up or sign in actually is now signing in with MetaMask, and then below we have the options for like email, Twitter, Google account, or whatever. But even that, we got a feedback from, I think, Ashley, that it wasn't clear for someone. So I was wondering, like, first, what do you think about it? And then, like, and the second thing is, should we first emphasize the Web 2 kind of persona, where they kind of log in with whatever, and then like the second option is to sign in with MetaMask, which I think is also a good thing to do. What do you think?
I want to show you what I did because that's on a stain already, but I forgot to mention it. It's an adaptation of what you made, but instead of giving individual options for email or Twitter or any social media, I said it like generally you can do it through email or social media signing stories. So maybe it's a good starting point without going that complicated in that. So what do you think?
I guess for the person that I was helping walk through, like they don't know what MetaMask or Taurus is. So like seeing those two things, they like don't know which one to choose. And so I felt like maybe if they could just sign in, if there was like a Google thing, then that anybody feels comfortable with choosing that option, or Twitter or whatever.
They don't see the MetaMask option if they don't have MetaMask installed, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think this pop-up that you did, Mateo, looks good. Maybe I would just change the wording so like that says like, or you can use email or whatever, and then like with a colon, so that it like that it's like for Taurus Wallet to do that. But yeah, it looks fine. Looks better.
Yeah, I thought the idea was to get rid of the Taurus concept altogether. Not like powered by Taurus. There was someone sent a screenshot. I think it was Jeff sent a screenshot of some other dApp that was like, log in with Google, Twitter, or any of these things powered by Taurus, and that was it.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a lot more user friendly for somebody who doesn't know what Taurus is.
I'll check on that. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I lost you and you lost me, so I'm just catching up on. I'm not sure, Mateo, what you shared and what we're commenting on right now.
Give me a second, I'll share it. This one. It's an adaptation.
Oh no, there's another one. There's the other one where we actually show the icons of the email, Google, Twitter, and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. I based on that because I didn't find it really quick to do it because of this making the split of every option. So I did this as a fast solution to be more clear for us. But I will check how we can do the powered by Taurus, give out every specific option directly, and yeah, use that one instead. So I wanted to show you guys how this would be like a quick option for how it is right now. So instead of saying Taurus and MetaMask, it is a little bit more split.
I just have one question. Did you consider to use Wallet Connect? Because if you have Ledger or Agent, you cannot connect to the dApp. So maybe it could be cool to just consider it.
Yeah, we haven't yet, but it's a good idea to consider for next.
Yeah, well, I think the issue here is like just to I think that MetaMask thing was confusing for some people, and Taurus was confusing for some people. So I would propose to just focus on okay, sign in with whatever email, Google account, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you have. And then like, oh, but like if you have MetaMask, you can also like sign with MetaMask. And basically like the sign in with Google, Gmail, and stuff like that is powered by Taurus anyway. So, so I guess like we could take that approach, just switch those positions. Like the first one is are the Taurus options, which are familiar to everyone. And then the second is MetaMask option. And also Mateo, one of my initial idea with the icons for Gmail or Twitter or Facebook or whatever Taurus offers was not like when you click on it, it should just collect directly, but basically the whole thing, well, the whole section basically just pops up Taurus, right?
Okay.
So like if that's like a quick hack, like, and then like if we can really target each of one of those, then perfect, that's fine. If not, then make the whole thing clickable, and then like it just pops up Taurus and you pick there again how you want to sign in.
Got it. I'll see. And also, talking about that UX, we are also considering if you have MetaMask enabled in your browser, it will show you MetaMask as a first option, maybe, or to be still giving out Taurus as priority. Because right now I have that condition. If you have MetaMask,
If the user has MetaMask, we should default to MetaMask, I think, personally.
I would definitely want to see that option as a user, whatever user I am. Like, I want to see the option that it's there, and I may not want to choose it for this particular service, website, whatever.
Yeah.
But I also want, right? So like, if I want to connect with MetaMask, that's fine. But if not, I just want to sign up with my email or whatever, right? There are many services or websites and apps previously where I do not want to connect my Google account. I just sign up with them, like, old school email address and password. I don't want you to, connect my Twitter. I don't trust you or whatever, I mean, obviously that's not the case with us, but, there may be some people who, just want to sign up with email, right? So we should have like both options visible, in my opinion.
Are we what's the email recovery solution? If someone puts in an email and password and forgets their password, how do they recover?
I think that's handled by Taurus.
Yeah. Taurus handle everything with their dashboard.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as they have a good recovery option, then sounds fine to me.
So yeah, the only thing is just what are we prioritizing, the Web 2 persona or the Web 3 persona? And I think like the Web 2 persona should be like the number one should be prioritized in terms of like signing up emails and everything else. And then the Web 3 persona, they know all the stuff anyway. So
yeah, I think it's one of those things. Web 3 persona if they have MetaMask, Web 2 if they don't, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's that part. And also one last thing that I wanted to talk about, but James is not here. It's the quality score issue on GitHub. And I may just want to link that one to you here in the chat. And I just commented on this issue because like James requested, and it came out of part of your discussion on a community core or somewhere, I don't know, that we should be displaying the quality score for the project owner. So basically that quality score should be visible on their project page when they're viewing it. But no one has considered other places where this quality score should be displayed, and how we are actually solving this problem, of telling the project owner that they should kind of upgrade their project to a higher quality score and so on and so forth. So I don't know. It's just not a matter of putting it on a project single page. Instead, we have to put it like in my account, in my projects, and also somewhere under project creation to indicate like what is the quality score, basically on multiple places. So it's not just simple as that.
I updated the Google Docs or the Giveth Docs. And so everything that we decided for quality score is there. So I mean, we can just copy paste it. Yeah, I'll throw the link in now.
I think that the quality score starts adding up after the project creation, so maybe it is only required on the display and the listing for the owner, because you have a specific number as soon as you create it, but if you verify yourself as owner, all of your projects will start counting a little bit more. Then if you make updates, then if you get likes, so it's almost everything happens after the creation of the project. Could be less of a problem. It's not so many places, if I think about it. Maybe the vision and the listing of the projects and the display per se. Okay. Does anyone else have updates to give? Merlin, maybe?
Yeah, I have some updates. Maybe let me share my screen. How we do that? Oh, okay, yeah. It's really quick. So, yeah, I think fix some issues. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So there was the F symbol on XDAI for the gas fees, so I changed to XDAI when you're in this chain. Also, in fact, in the my donations list, I refactor a little bit because there was some issues. I mean, the text was not really aligned, etc. And so, and the transaction when you were on XDAI lead to Etherscan, but it's not the right block explorer. So now it redirects to block scouts when you're on XDAI. So the guy can see its transaction. And also I did that so we change the focus on the gas. So we just invert Quay and F. I mean, it was it's a little bit little change. And also we with Marco, and I have a question for Marco. We remove the donation amount. Maybe I can show you if I tap one. There is only one line now. And because before we add another time this line, like the donation amount, and then we write total, but it causes some issues if you donate pound. Oh, there's an issue here. But I think there is an issue because I'm not running the stuff, so I'll update. We'll check later. But yeah, if you donate PAN and you cannot sum and you're on XDAI, so the fees are paid on XDAI, and so to calculate the total amount, like your donation plus gas fees, you need to convert the price of XDAI and the price of PAN, and to convert it in the same unit, like dollar or something like that. And it was a little bit complicated, I mean, maybe for the user. So we prefer just to show the total donation amount here and the network fees here. That's it. And also I fixed an issue on the console log. I don't remember really. deprecation warning for buffer, so that there's a PR, and my tests can be merged on develop. And finally, donation up. So that's my question for Marco. I think it's related to this issue. So yeah, I moved that here, and it looks like that with the right logo. And but I'm not sure if you want that, or Marco, you said that you wanted to discuss that during the call, so.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Just one thing. The switch to XDAI network, save on gas fees banner. Maybe we could move that one.
This.
Yeah, so it's below. It's exactly like first donation amount, then the network fee, and then the banner. So like just switching the orders here.
Sorry. So putting that here.
So as in previous mock-up where you had it.
Yeah.
So you have exactly, so donation amount, network fee, and then the banner. Without the total amount below or something.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So I moved that here.
Yeah,
the donation amount.
Yeah, up.
Upward,
Just
up. Before the network fee. Okay.
Yeah.
We do that, and just we pass. Yes, it's in WIP, so it's okay. I'll do the changes, and I think that's it. Just struggle the last week just to set up the backend, but thanks to Matthew and James, I succeeding, so it's okay.
Thanks, Merlin.
That's it.
I also updated the token list for the images and the tokens for XDAI, including PAM, if you want to add them to your work.
Sorry, Matthew, didn't really hear you.
That I added the token images for the XDAI tokens, including Pambala, Honey, etc. So I don't know if you checked that out.
I used what you did in the select with autocomplete.
Okay.
And it should work, but in fact, it's not. I mean, I didn't. It's not running actually. So I think it's just. If I do refresh, it will throw an error. So I think that's why we are not seeing the right icon.
Yeah, guys, I have a question regarding the crypto icons. Is there a, I don't know, a code library or API or something like that you can just pull in or something? You know, are you using that kind of things?
Yeah, but that happens that it doesn't have the XDAI ones, so I have to add them manually. But we're currently using one of the three that you showed us in that issue.
Ah, okay. So got it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we should be starting a new sprint today, I guess. So I don't know if we want to prioritize some of the issues that are on the backlog, or we should give it a try to some of the issues that were discussed on the Give Economy meeting. I don't know, what do you guys think? It should be good to talk when the whole team is in here, games as well. But for now, we should be taking the issues from the backlog, or what do you guys think?
Well, I actually wanted to talk about this one. So, sprints, planning, who's doing what, and stuff like that. So basically, right now, we have a lot of issues which are in progress, and which should, prior to the next sprint planning, be closed or moved back to backlog and then start over again. But we don't have James here, and we should have done the prioritizing before this call. Each person who's assigned on their issues to prioritize, to add label next sprint, and then on this call, just run through them 15-20 minutes, prioritize and move to the sprint backlog, and then that should be defined in the next sprint. So, but we don't have James here, so I suggest let's first kind of close everything that is in progress right now, and then maybe next week, when he gets back, plan the next sprint properly.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
The other way I will be taking that rich text modification it could be a little bit long to finish because there are many things to change, mostly for retrocompatibility with the current stage of the project. And I don't know, Merlin, if you have work to do already, or you are.
You can assign me to some issues. I will just do the button sign-in stuff for the design. Just I check. I'm not really assigned to any issues in the backlog. So
take a look, and anything that you think you can do it quick or you want to do it, be ahead and assign yourself.
Yeah, sure. We'll do it.
I don't know if anyone has a question. Should we be talking about something?
No.
I have a question. I went into autopilot and I found that 2 of the 3 journeys weren't actually running. So the segment events, they weren't going off and it wasn't capturing and sending the emails like they should. So I'm trying to work on those and figure out why they're not working and get them to work. And I hoping somebody knows more about autopilot and how we're capturing the properties from segment and how we can use those to pull out things, put them into the fields in autopilot and send them or use them, I guess. My main thing is that we only have one segment event that captures when somebody makes a donation, and then it sends an email, but it sends the email to the person who sent the donation. But what if we want to capture the project creator's email and then send them an email? So how do I take that property that's being captured in segment and then put it in autopilot? I'm just having a bit of difficulty figuring that out.
We might also take that to another call because I think James is most invested in sending the events, and Willie really is the one of us who knows best how stuff actually works.
Yeah.
And I feel we need to do a little deeper dive session together anyway, because I also have many questions. So maybe put it out of this dev call.
Sure. Yeah. And both of them seem like they're pretty busy this week, so it's hard.
It's cool that you found out how to activate the one journey, and we can also work together on this one.
Cool. Perfect.
And share info.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go. I just wanted to get that.
I was wondering about Kai, what you were doing with this support pop-up in the Giveth.io. So is that working all ready now in staging, but then the issue you were saying you're having is like that it's a bit slow, and also like we can't make it look pretty. Is there any other reason that doesn't work?
So there are many reasons for that, and I did a bit of research while the other updates were on, and it seems like they are on the brink of releasing a total recode, and that is why the backend might not be in order at the moment. I do feel, and this is one interesting thing to get buy-in for. They use Patreon for support, and they said every $13, Patreon gets access to their alpha, can customize the CSS and so on, and so. I'm talking to them now because I'm a bit worried about stability of the backend, but I do feel that this is also because they are actively working on it and they might not be on top of their servers. Because I used this before, we used it for MetaFest. If you used the MetaFest chat at any point, it did work and it was sending messages back and forth. It was not as quick as Discord Direct, but for that, if somebody wants it quicker, they have to use Discord. But I did enable guest access, so and that's also a cool thing. So you don't need to be registered with Discord to use this to talk to us. It's not available online now. It's just on my local branch. But yeah, let me talk to those guys a bit and check out where the project is going. Otherwise, I would really suggest spending the $13 to support them, because looking at support options out there, you always need a server. I didn't find anything that was self-hosted, but I will also do that and give a more complete update on Sunday again. Oh no, there's no dev call. I still give an update on Sunday. I can give it asynchronously via chat, but this is we should know what we want here. And I do feel that if it all works, it's a great idea to use Discord. And if we were patrons again, we could say, hey, this widget uses only one channel, so it's less complicated. It has guest access already, so you don't need a login. And it enables us to do distributed support. So basically, whoever sees the message can answer. And then the only problem with that is that if people log out and log back in, they would still see that they wrote a message, but it's hard to come back at somebody, right? But for that, we also have the contact form. So I feel it's a step in the right direction. And if nobody is very opposed, I would go try this way a little longer, because I really like Discord integrations, and it's good for us, and I hope for our users it's okay as well.
That sounds awesome. So this is something I could include in like to update people in like the Medium posts of like coming soon, is that we're going to have this like embedded support chat.
We will definitely have some form of embedded support chat. Cool. The question is just which product or software project do we use and support. And my goal was actually to collect a bunch of them, but this was the only usable one I found so far. But if I found one or two more, I will present the collection, and then we can decide before we spend much money on one of them.
Cool, thank you.
Sure. Any other updates or questions? We lost Griff already. He was bored.
I have a few questions. There is an issue. It's like just a second. Allow user to filter verified and give back eligible projects. It's in the Sprint backlog, but is it implemented in the backend, or is it ready or not? Because we can implement the filter, but I'm not sure it's implemented. Maybe Matteo, you can answer.
Can you link the issue? I can get you.
It's 700. No, 635. It's in the sprint backlog.
655.
Yeah, I can share my screen. I think it would be easier. This one. Because I thought that there was some research about the give back stuff that were.
So far, that's not. We cannot do that yet. But
Yeah.
what is coming is that we're going to link a form that everyone can be filling up to be applicable for the give back. So after that, we have to figure out a way to mark the project as verified or in progress or something like that. And after that, we get to filter them. But that's not.
Okay.
That's
So
not
do we keep that in the sprint backlog, or can we move it in the backlog?
This should. I think they should be moved to the backlog.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done a lot of stuff here implemented in order to do that. I mean, to add the give backs and filtering and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of work to be done prior to that.
Okay.
They apply application for give back, and then like when projects have applied, they're verified, and then that needs to be confirmed, and then they need to get the label somehow. You know, there's a lot of background stuff that needs to be done. So yeah, backlog. Definitely.
Okay. And Marco, just to maybe the last question. This one was blocked, but I think it's not blocked anymore because now we can donate with many different currencies.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe what can be cool is to change the icon here for the real one, like in the donate page. Could be cool.
Yeah. Do you think we could use the token symbol, the ones that we're using from the same library, and then like for the US dollars, just US dollars, and for euros or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
we can
do
do that.
Small icon.
Okay. Perfect. And that was my last question. That's it.
All right. I got a 3% battery. I need to end this call and move to the other room to charge. So, guys, thanks a lot. See you.
Thanks, Marco.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
You guys.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.